What's going on, guys? It's your boy Fox back in the house with an anime slash manga recommendation. Cause earlier today I was on Facebook and all that, and I was scrolling through, and someone was playing Shaman King, the intro to it from a Game Boy Advance. It was I don't know if it was like an actual Game Boy Advance or it was like just a video or whatever, copy paste, who knows? But I was like, man, I have not watched that show in a long time. Oh, by the way, if you don't know what Shaman King is, here it is.
So many things I never could see. So many choices falling on me. Could it be my destiny to be Shaman King?
Yeah, that's Shaman King. So yeah, it aired on Jetix when I was younger. I can't remember if Jetix and 4Kids were two separate channels, or if, because I know it used to be WB Kids, then it was 4Kids, then it was something else. It had a lot of names back in the day, to be real. But so, you know, after I heard that, I was like, man, I said, let me try and find it. Then as I was doing my digging on Google, I found out it has manga, and I was like, well, forget rewatching it, because it's 4Kids dub. If you grew up with 4Kids, you know that their dubs weren't the best, but you know it's whatever. Neither here nor there now. So I was like, okay, they got a manga, so the manga is gonna be better. It's gonna be the story told better, and it's not gonna have stupid. It's not gonna have the actual lines cut out for censorship reasons, whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna look it up. So I'll read it now. So let me give you a little quick synopsis on Shaman King. So Shaman King takes place, I think in Tokyo, a little part, or somewhere in Japan, and our main character is Yo Asakura, this guy right here. So look at him, he's a badass, exactly. But yeah, so it takes place with our boy Yo Asakura. He has moved to a new town because he is training to be a shaman by his sister. Now, as the story moves along, he eventually comes across a gang leader. He fights him. Then after he fights the gang leader, he fights one of my personal favorite characters in the show. It is Rin Tao. I always want to say Toei. I don't know why I want to say Toei, but his name is Rin Tao. Look at him. His design is amazing also. So those two fight, but I'll let you, after you can go decide if you're going to read it or watch it after this video or not. So yeah, that is pretty much like the plot. It gets way deeper than that, obviously. The manga was being officially serialized by Shonen Jump in 1998 till 2004. And the thing about that is, when 2004 came, the mangaka, I can't remember his name, I'll put it up here. He just stopped. I think he said why in an interview, but I can't remember where I saw it at, but yeah, he pretty much just stopped, and he left us hanging, because when he stopped, we were in the middle of we were in the middle of the final arc. Now I don't know what the final arc is, because I haven't gotten to that point yet, but that's what I found out, that they were in the middle of the final arc when he just decided to up and just stop or whatever. So and then 5 years later, he comes back. He decides to pick it back up, but it's not in English. So if you can buy the manga for Shaman King right now. I'm gonna put the links in the description. Like I said, I'm an Amazon associate, so if you buy it, helps your boy out. If not, it's all good. But so like right now, currently you can buy. There are 32 volumes of Shaman King. But like I said, they don't finish the story, because that's volume 32 is when the mangaka decided to just drop the series for whatever reason it was at the time. But so I heard that when it was originally serialized, it was serialized by Shonen Jump. They don't have the license rights. They don't have the licensing rights to it anymore. The people that have it now, they are Kodansha. Now, I think I've read a few. of their mangas, and their pages and all that are really good quality and all that. But they have it, and I think there's talks about re-releasing it, fully with from where it left off and until it's finished. The problem is right now you can read you can finish Shaman King like online. You find whatever various websites you use do that, go ahead. I'm not gonna leave any here because I try to support the community as best I can. But if you can't, that's perfectly fine. But so yeah, you can go online and read the whole thing because right now you can't buy the other volumes in English. They're thinking about redoing. I know I think they're about to, or they've already redone them in as audiobooks, digital. I don't like. Personally, I don't like audiobooks. I prefer physical copies. That's why I'm buying manga now. But if I can't do that, I'll do on my phone or on my computer whenever I have the time. But audiobooks, no, I don't. I don't want that. It doesn't rock with me. If it does for you, you can probably find it somewhere out there. It's the internet. You can find anything you want. You dig hard enough. But so yeah, so Kidansha is, I haven't heard anything because I know last year was the 20th anniversary of Shaman King, and that's how all this pretty much got like kickstarted there. So I'm really hoping that they redo the series and like redistribute the volumes all the way up to the where it left off and further, obviously, because I want to buy the manga. Now if they come out and say they're not going to republish it, then you know that sucks. I'll just read the final chapters online, but I do want to buy the actual physical copies. I just want them in my collection. There are certain shows that I want. Period. I don't care if I've already seen it like 30 times. I'm just gonna have them in my collection. Death Note is one of them. Shaman King is now back on the list because I remembered it today, and I'm actually sad that I forgot about it because it's a good show and all that. If you couldn't tell from its opening song, this song is like super catchy, dude. But I mean, yeah. So I mean, let me know if what you think. If you haven't read it, like I said, you can. I'm gonna leave the link for the first 3 volumes down below, and if you click on that link, it does help me out, like I've said before. Or you, like I said, if you don't want to do that, you can go online. There are thousands of sites you can use to read manga online. You can go one of those and start it up and see what you think, and come back and let me know what you thought about it. Like I said, it was one of those shows that I loved to death. Like I remember growing up on Saturday morning, not growing up, waking up on Saturday mornings, and like that was one of the shows like I had to see. Like I had to make sure I got up early enough to see One Piece, Shaman King, Sonic the Hedgehog, and all that. Kirby was on too. I wasn't a big fan of Kirby. I wish I was. I might go back. I'm gonna have to go back and check Kirby out because I don't think I gave it a fair shaking as when I was a child and all that. But I was a kid. I didn't know anything. But so yeah, man, this video is just gonna be short. I really wanted to talk about one of my like Shaman King is like one of my favorite shows from my childhood. And I forgot to mention it. So like I said, it went from 98 to 04, and it had 6 games. But those came out like a year. Yeah, some of them came out in 04. A few came out like in 05. But it had 6 games, mostly on the Game Boy Advance, 2 on the PlayStation 2, and like I think one of them on the GameCube. I never played that one. I played one of them on the PlayStation 2 when we finally got one in my house. It was Shaman King Power of Spirit, if I'm not wrong. I loved it. It was weird. It went because the gameplay, like it did turn based, but like if you like say like an enemy rolls up on you, then you go to like 2D side scrolling fighter, which that was the part I loved the most. But if you didn't want to fight them like that, you could just, if you played your card right, you can X them off before they got to you, and that's how you moved on. It was fun. I think I'll rebuy it because I rebought an original Xbox game that I love dearly. I'm gonna do a video on that one day. But I mean, yeah. So that is this video. Like I said, Shaman King. If you haven't heard of it, if you don't want to read it, you can. I'm pretty sure you can find the episodes online somewhere. Now, once again, there are thousands of sites. I'm not gonna tell you any. You'll find them on your own if you really want to. So yeah, if you're wondering, like I said, I highly recommend it. It's one of those shows. It's a nostalgia trip for me. So if you're my age or even a little bit younger, if you've seen the show, you'll appreciate it. But I want to thank you all for coming out to this video. Do the stuff that I normally tell you to do. And with all that being said, it's your boy Fox.